Hey everyone, in this video we're going to go over the challenge assignment. So let's read the prompt. In this project, you will prepare a payroll report for your boss who wants to determine overtime pay for summer interns who have worked beyond a 40-hour week. Typically, employees who work beyond a 40-hour week receive additional salary for overtime, which is calculated at a rate of pay equal to 1.5 times the regular hourly rate. In lesson 4.3, the overtime pay was provided to you. In this activity, you will calculate overtime pay along with other calculations. So here, um, open 4.6 data dash payroll, save it as this. I've got the file saved here. Let me split my screen. File, save as, the download 4.6 payroll dot chew. Okay. Step 2, enter the ID number for Aaron as 112 and for Bell as 113. Okay. Use the fill series function to enter the ID numbers for the other employees. Okay, so we can tell that this is Aaron's like first one and Bell's next, so that means we're going in alphabetical order. So let's create a filter and let's just organize from A to Z here, and then we can go ahead and build that down. Okay. Next, enter a formula to calculate the following for each employee. Regular pay, and regular pay is really, we're saying, equals, Aaron gets paid $19.20 an hour times how many hours is 45. Okay, and then we're going to fill that down. And this, this is going to be a currency, and this should all be currency as well. Okay, overtime pay. We're going to say if, enter an if function that computes overtime at the rate of time and a half if employees worked for more than 40 hours per week. If employees do not work more than 40, they do not receive overtime pay. For example, if an employee's rate is $10 an hour and they work 42 hours a week, the employee will be paid $10 for the first 40, so $400, and they will be paid time and a half, which is 1.5 per the hourly rate, so 10 times 1.5 is $15 an hour for the additional 2 hours. So that's $30 extra for overtime pay. The total then is $400 of regular pay plus $30 overtime pay to $430. So let's do an if statement. Equals if that is greater than 40, then we're going to do, I'm going to use parentheses, is this minus 40 hours times, I'm going to open the parentheses, is this times 1.5, because the net hourly rate times 1.5, okay? Otherwise, it's 0, okay? I'm going to review this one more time. So we're saying if the hours worked is more than 40, then if that's true, then we're going to get, we calculate the number of hours over 40, which is in this case that minus 40, times their rate times 1.5, because again, their hourly rate goes to 1.5 times for every hour above 40, right? So there. Otherwise, if it's false, then we're saying no overtime, just $0. Okay, they get no overtime pay. Okay, so in this case, that's our formula. I'm going to drag that down, and just to check, this person worked overtime, so really the overtime pay of this is 22 times 1.5 is just to check that times 1.5. Okay, it's $33, right? Per hour, and then 2 hours would be 66. So that's a good way to check. Okay. Next, we want to calculate the gross pay, which is really the sum of the overtime and the regular pay. So Security is 6.2% of gross pay equals gross pay times 0.062%. Okay. And then FICA is 20% of gross pay equals that times 0.2. Okay. And then we've got net pay. Okay, these I'm going to go ahead and net pay is equal to really saying it's total pay minus Social Security minus FICA. Okay, this we can grab and we'll go drag down, and there we go. Net pay is calculated. Let me change this hours work just to a comma here. Average hours worked. Okay, where do we do that? Let's see. FICA net pay average hours worked. Okay, I think we're going to add the column. Average hours worked in the totals. Average of this. And then we want the totals. Okay. We can see. Let's see. I should undo that. I'm gonna make that to the right, and then we're gonna say totals. Make that to the right. What are total hours worked? 13, and then we just want to get these totals here. All right. Merge and center the title. Merge and merge and center. I'm gonna change the cell style just to heading 1 so we can have that. And we're gonna change that to 22. Format dollar amounts for 2 decimal places. Okay. Save the file. Okay, great. I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and bold these just so we can see average hours worked, and then these are the totals here. These are dollar amounts, so I'm gonna make those dollar amounts here. I think that's it. So thanks everyone.